What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the online Jamily? JamiroFan 2000 here with yet another episode of JamiroFan Talks About. For the initiated of the series of nearly 9 years here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel, this has been my periodic discussion series looking at the past, present, and future of Jamiroquai and their now over 32 years of musical influential making. This is going to be a bit of a discussionary hodgepodge episode. I'm going to be covering three main bullet point news items in this episode of JamiroFan Talks About, so I hope you have a nice beverage and I hope you enjoyed this episode. But starting off, I just released yet another new mini-Jamiditorial release. Now, mini-Jamiditorials have been sort of like my little stepping stone releases in between my major Jamiditorial releases. And for anybody who hasn't read my Jamiditorials, they're basically op-eds covering many topicalities within the world of the band Jamiroquai. And in this new Jamiditorial release, I did a little bit of looking back at the two recently amazing Cryptic viral videos that JK of Jamiroquai had been uploading on the official JMQHQ social media back in the beginning of August, the August 10th and August the 11th, and how much of an awesome new approach that JMQHQ is kind of going with this on hinting. Now, I did find out from JMQHQ in a query that these videos do have nods in relations to the upcoming 9th Jamiroquai album, which made these viral videos even more important in my eyes. But in this quick 4-page mini-Jamiditorial release, I basically explore how this is an awesome new approach for JMQHQ. Kind of love it when to see JK kind of taking the promotional reins, doing these little kind of fever dream stories, showing off his cars, and most recently his respayed GTS Ferrari car, which is now in the color of the purple Lamborghini from the Cosmic Girl video, and doing a little bit of storytelling and imaginative imagery in those videos. But like I said, that new mini-Jamiditorial release, looking back at those new viral videos from JK, and looking at the crazy lore that JK is kind of building up here toward hinting about the 9th Jamiroquai album. I have that posted on my Instagram, so if you'd like to check out that new mini-Jamitorial release looking at the new viral videos from JK hinting Jamiroquai album 9, I'll be sure to put a link to that new mini-Jamitorial so you can read it in your own time from my Instagram down in the description area of this episode JamiroFan Talks About down below. So let's move on to the next item. Next, here on JamiroFan Talks About, I did yet another one of my periodic questions relating to Jamiroquai Album 9, but in this case, about the first single release. And this is in relation to those two aforementioned viral videos by JK hinting Jamiroquai Album 9, but this was the question I posted in the online Jamily for your benefit. Which promotions direction would you like to see Jamiroquai HQ go in the further pace towards a first single release from the upcoming Jamiroquai Album 9? Further cryptic viral videos of storytelling from JK himself via Jamiroquai official social media, or more studio highlights and update videos on the Jamiroquai HQ social media. Now, I did give my opinion in this in the aforementioned 8th Mini-Jamitorial release, at least in a text sense, but in a verbal sense, I kind of like this new approach that Jamiroquai HQ seems to be going on, hinting various aspects, giving the Jamly the interpretative, speculation ball and letting them run with it. And I know I certainly run with it like a rugby game, but I'm most interested in hearing your opinions on this lodged conversation question or discussion question. What would you like to see more of? Would you like to see towards the inevitable release date of Jamiroquai Album 9, which is still slated for 2026, but in the case of the first single release, which is still being heavily hinted for sometime in autumn of 2025, so that could be any time between, I want to say, September to potentially the beginning of the Heels of Steel tour in November and December of 2025. But which direction would you like to see? Would you like to see them continue to have JK do these kind of cryptic viral videos, or would you like to see them do more studio updates, which I expect they have a lot of studio updates that they have re-recorded over the time that they were heavily at Chillington Studio. So if you are interested in answering this question about that, about the first single on Jamiroquai, how they promote it, at least in a cryptic sense, or if you just like to see more studio videos of them in the studio recording more various material from Jamiroquai Album 9, please feel free to leave your opinion down in the YouTube comments section of this episode of JamiroFan Talks About down below. I am most interested in hearing your opinions on this lodged question about Jamiroquai Album 9, the promotions, and first single release. And now onto the final item for this episode. And lastly, for this episode of JamiroFan Talks About, I thought I would give a little shout out to a brand new mashup album that came out in a fan-made sense on social media, or at least in this case of YouTube. A user by the name of MC did a really cool, he's calling it TYLIROQUAI, don't tap the funk, but it is a Jamiroquai X Tyler the Creator mashup album, about 36 minutes in length, but was released for free on YouTube, and really does a really cool job merging, I want to say, the instrumentals of past Jamiroquai classic songs with the lyricism of Tyler the Creator and all of his collaborators from his most recent party summer album, Don't Tap the Glass, which is an absolutely remarkable album from Tyler the Creator, given the circumstance of him recording that and writing it on the road during the first half of the Chromacopia tour back in the first to middle half of 2025. But like I said, that mashup album done by MC is available on YouTube in its entirety, and I thought I'd give a little bit of promotions love to this mashup album. I listened to about half of it, and it's absolutely awesome. But if you want to check out that, and of course all the aforementioned things from this episode of JamiroFan Talks About, be sure to consult the description area down below of this episode of JamiroFan Talks About, so you can check out that mashup album. You can check out my Mini-Jamiditorial, and you can answer that question I posed pursuing the potential promotions for the first single from Jamiroquai Album 9. I'm most interested in hearing all of your opinions. But that is it for this episode of JamiroFan Talks About. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe, and ding the bell on your YouTube to stay up to date on all the latest new content coming from the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel as we venture into the very cool and much more lovely autumn of 2025. And I'm sure that Jamiroquai news concerning the first single release aforementionedly, and of course Jamiroquai Album 9 will become more transparent as we go into the autumn. And of course I will endeavor to bring you all the latest updates and news concerning that and the band members of Jamiroquai in my free time. But as always, this is JamiroFan 2000, and I'll see you really soon with more Jamiroquai related content here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. Bye bye everybody, take care, and I'll see you around.